February 26, 1815. On the small Mediterranean island of Elba, a former emperor prepares to gamble everything. Just 10 months earlier, he had abdicated the throne of France. Europe believed the Napoleonic era was over. But on this night, Napoleon Bonaparte boarded a brig called Inconstant. With roughly 1,000 soldiers loyal to him, what followed would shock Europe and ignite one final war. After catastrophic losses in Russia and defeat at Leipzig in 1813, Napoleon abdicated in April 1814. The Allied powers, Britain, Austria, Russia, and Prussia, allowed him to retain the title emperor, but only over the tiny island of Elba. Elba was small, but it was not a prison. Napoleon reorganized its administration, improved roads, and restructured its economy. Yet across the sea, France was restless. The restored Bourbon king, Louis XVIII, faced discontent in parts of the army and population. Meanwhile, Napoleon received irregular financial payments promised by treaty. He watched, he calculated, and he waited. On the evening of February 26, 1815, Napoleon departed Elba aboard the brig Inconstant, accompanied by around 1,000 men, including members of the Imperial Guard. British naval patrols were nearby, but he avoided interception. This was not merely an escape. It was a declaration that the struggle for Europe was not yet over. On March 1, 1815, Napoleon landed near Gulf Juan in southern France. The Bourbon government dispatched troops to arrest him. Near Laffrey, he encountered the 5th Line Infantry Regiment. Accounts differ in wording, but contemporary sources describe him stepping forward alone, opening his coat, and declaring, "Soldiers, if there is among you a man who would kill his emperor, here I stand." There was silence. Then came the cry, "Vive l'Empereur!" The regiment joined him. Within days, more units defected. Without a major battle, Napoleon marched north toward Paris. As Napoleon advanced, Louis XVIII fled Paris. On March 20, 1815, Napoleon entered the Tuileries Palace. His exile had lasted less than a year. This marked the beginning of what history calls the 100 Days. But in Vienna, where European powers were negotiating the post-Napoleonic order, the reaction was immediate. They declared him an outlaw and mobilized armies once more. Europe would face war again. Napoleon's return electrified France, but it also united Europe against him. Just 100 days after his return, he would meet the Allied armies at Waterloo. His final defeat would lead to permanent exile on St. Helena. Yet February 26, 1815, remains extraordinary. With roughly 1,000 men and no kingdom, he altered the course of European history one last time. Was this reckless ambition, or unmatched political genius? On February 26, 1815, one man proved that power is not only held by armies, but by belief. What do you think? Was Napoleon's escape a miracle, or the beginning of inevitable defeat?